Welcome back. In this episode, we explore a tranquil campground in North Carolina mountains, Standing Indian, spend quality time with family, and settle into a beautiful lake that turns into the center in outdoor family adventures. Land Ho Adventures, a family of 4 sharing our journey of RV adventures, sailing, and outdoor exploration. Welcome back to the RV Vault series.
We are headed west on Highway 64 right now, just outside of Franklin, to one of our favorite camping spots called Standing Indian. It's old Native American land over there, and if you hike back far enough, you can see the old monument to the Standing Indian. Getting up there is a little bit of a challenge. There's a big road we got to go up, which means we got to get this camper rolling fast. Hang on, now we switch gears.
Here we go, go on an adventure.
The thingamajigger is up and away! First time we came down here, we were all so like, oh, are we gonna get stuck? Are we gonna turn around? You were twisted up like, oh, we're never gonna get out of here.
Now it's easy peasy for us.
The destination is on your left, Standing Indian Campground. Arrived.
Babe, remember?
Happy birthday!
Hey!
Hi, Coco!
After settling in, we unhooked the car and headed over to Franklin, North Carolina to visit the kids' grandparents, aunts, uncles, and friends. And they spoiled us with lots of desserts.
Is it good? Yeah,
and delicious food.
Very nice. Got you a nice little design on there.
Ooh, that looks nice.
There we go. Stick them in your pan. And then you can sprinkle them how you want them.
Oh, that one.
Let's see. Oh, what a great job.
Already?
We are here at Standing Indian Campground, and we were lucky. We got one of the free spots, and it wasn't the one we normally get, but it was just 2 over, which is a lovely spot because right across from the RV we have access to the river, which is nice for the boys to run across and play. And we're going to go on a little nature walk this morning. We're not here for very long, unfortunately. We're meeting up with the grandparents, and we're going to go across to the Almond Boat and RV Park.
We're gonna be here for 0 days.
There's the RV, and then we just come across here. It's a lovely place. And then here's access to the river. The boys are already gone. It's not a very deep river, but it's just enough to play and fish. The thing on the blue mark on the tree, what's that called again? Trail marker, right. We got our trail marker here. Ooh, look at all the rhododendrons. Can you fit inside of there, River? Turn around. Nice. You could go in there in case.
But that one's really funny.
No.
Yeah, the biggest rocket is right there. That one's small.
beautiful nature walk through a magical forest filled with towering rhododendrons in full bloom and lush ferns everywhere. It felt like stepping into a fairy tale. The boys loved exploring the trail, spotting trail markers, and discovering the incredible greenery all around us at Standing Indian Campground.
Park Creek Trail, Park Ridge Trail.
What's
that
the ridge
way.
trail?
That one's gonna go up the mountain.
And which we only thought this would be a short trail, but I like it being a long trail. Look at all these ferns. Ferns on both sides. Fern City! Yeah, this is Fern City. Fern City. It's called a fern. Some out. Are you going to start here?
Do you see where my knife is?
Yeah.
You don't put your finger anywhere near that knife, okay? If I slip, you're gonna get cut.
You could just do flare C.
I'm gonna do a square C for sure.
You might wonder how we empty out the RV of gray water and black water. Well, they have these emptying stations at most parks. So we're here now at the Standing Indian, emptying out our gray water and our black water for the first time, as we're quite conservative with our water usage. There's basically a pipe that runs from the RV tank and into the black water tank. And that's pretty much it. It's quite simple. It's just a poopy job. So you empty the black water first, and then you empty the gray, and then you flush fresh water through it. Here's our system that we use to switch the water over.
We made our way towards Bryson City, approximately 45 miles west from where we were, to meet up with the kids' grandparents, where they would be renting a cabin and we would stay in the RV.
How was the drive, you guys?
Good. Mom, where's Grandma Jean?
They're over here. We'll go look for them.
This is
So we just arrived at the Almond Boat and RV Park, and we're going to go find the check-in at the office. It's a park located on Lake Fontaine. Grandparents are going to be staying in one of these cabins here. And this is the entrance here to the Almond Boat and RV Park. These are the cabins. You go right down to the lake. And we have the office. Cute barn-shaped place. Got a little boat and RV little library here. We can have a look in to see if there's any good books that we might be able to trade. You guys all sorted?
We're still waiting for her to get on the phone.
Send them the confirmation.
This is now your
Let's go find number 2.
All right, number 2.
this it?
Yeah. You see number 4 there? The kitchen. Got a couch here.
This should be moved
Got the
out.
beds. This is lovely.
Oh, this should be moved out.
All right, so we just checked in and now we're headed into the RV section, which is just the opposite direction of the lake. I'm sure it's just a short drive through here. You driving, baby bear? Get us in there, 54. So we've made it down to the RV park. I can't say that if you have an RV that I would suggest to stay here. This is more of a lake cabin place, like if you're traveling by car. The RV park is, all you can hear is the road off in the distance. And It's mostly RVs that stay here full time. I'll just move around here. You can see there's one there right behind us, and there's several all in the back. I'll show you when we drive back up. I'm sure you saw it on the drive-in.
At the Almond Boat and RV Center, it's a small family-run business that's been going for approximately 50 years. It's just 10 miles from Bryson City and 5 miles from the Nantahala Outdoor Center, which is why we chose this location, along with having the access to cabins for our family. We plan to go river rafting down the Nantahala and explore some zip lines in the area.
Oh, she's doing backhanded. Well, that was never going to work. Golly, she can't skip the skip.
That's stupid.
Good job, River. Go, Cameron. 1, 2, 3, cannonball! 1, 2, 1.
Yes! I found the play! Nah. Yeah.
Oh, how did you make that, Cameron?
Got some other, just put it all together and then made a hole in it.
Are you making a vase or a bowl or something?
Yep.
And how about you, young man?
I'm making kind of very fragile like stones, basically.
Okay.
Well, friends, that wraps up episode 4 of the RV Vault series. We loved our peaceful days at Standing Indian Campground and the family fun near Bryson City. In the next episode, we head to the Nantahala River for our first whitewater rafting adventure with the kids, complete with big rapids and even some ziplining. A like or a comment is very much appreciated. See you next time. Cheers!